why I am so fascinated by coaching. The first time, first I started as a student of personal development, truly. There was a moment in my life where I wanted to break through some challenges, even I would call it a crisis. I was going through some difficulties in many areas of my life. Long story, I will not go into it now. And I needed to find answers, I needed the solutions. So I started really studying personal development field and understanding the power of my mind and my beliefs to change my reality. And it was the most rewarding thing ever. In these moments, I discovered something that is called coaching, and my fascination started really when I saw a video of Tony Robbins, the great, the legend, doing a live intervention on someone who had a problem. And I couldn't believe my eyes that in like 30 or 40 minutes, this person's life was changed. And you know what fascinated me most is that the person who came with a problem, they really were always like talking about their surface problem. They were never really addressing their root problem. While with a skilled expert, a skilled coach, someone who understands the mechanics of how the mind works and how psychology works, how manifestation works, they can actually very quickly spot what the issues are and go straight to the point, to the main core problem. For example, I give you an example. Imagine someone comes and say, they raise their hand, they have big problem in time management, they are overwhelmed, they are stressed, they're working so hard, work is never ending, and they are in a constant state of things are not working out for them. Well, you could say that on the surface, their problem is maybe stress at work, or their problem is overwhelmed, or their problem is they don't have time for themselves. Maybe. But if you look deeper, why is that the case? Why are they creating a life where they are constantly, for example, overworked? It could be the case, of course, every case is different, but it could be the case, this is a very common pattern. It could be the case that they are chasing achievement, chasing significance, because they don't feel worthy about themselves. So they get into a pattern where they are always constantly trying to get to the next level, achieve the next goal, and they never actually feel good about themselves. So they become addict to achievements, especially professional achievements or work achievements, in a way that it's become, they try to seek to find their own worth in that. Of course, they will never find their own worth in that, because self-worth, if you tie it to achievement, it's a never-ending cycle. And if you go even deeper, why are they addict or pursuing significance or achievement so much? It could be because when they were growing as a child, they were told by their parents that they have to be get the best grades. They were not given love unless they perform in a certain way. Maybe one of the parents was not emotionally present for them. They were conditioned to value significance or achievement at the expense of feeling worthy and loved. Some other people, some other child will have a completely different experience. They will grow up differently. So when you understand that, when someone comes to you and they say, I have a problem of time management, I'm overwhelmed, nothing is working out in my life, my health, my relationships, it's only about work, and even that I'm stressed. It's not the time management. It's not about your boss. It's not about your job. It's not about your skills. That's the surface. It's about what are you valuing and why, and what's the story that you're telling yourself about your own self that makes you driven so much to achievement and at the expense of everything else. And what about your self-worth, and how do you feel about yourself? You go deeper, you understand the root cause of the story. And when you understand that, when you make the person you are talking to, your client, your coachee, understand that, they will be free. Free because finally they will understand, oh my God, why am I behaving that way? That story doesn't make sense anymore. I need a different story. I need a different belief. So they treat the root cause of the issue, and then they are free. A coach is, everyone can have a different kind of label or feeling about that word. But truly what I love most about it, one of the best definitions that I can give, is a liberator. Liberator because a skilled expert in inner work in the mind can actually free you from the prison of your own mind, the prison of your own pattern, the prison of your own emotional pattern, the prison of your own conditioning. It's a prison. It's not your country, it's not your job, it's not anything. The biggest prison is the mind and the conditioning. So a coach, a good one, a skilled one, is a liberator, is a freedom fighter. Seriously. Because one insight, one realization, one shift in your mind, one story that you overcome, one trauma that you release can shift your life forever. And not just your life, it will shift the lives and the impact and the results that you get and the lives of everyone that you are in touch with. This is why I love it so much. It's not about coaching or life coaching or personal development or all these labels. It's about having a conversation with someone, having a meaningful conversation with someone and seeing things and allowing them to see things and to shift things that have the potential to liberate them, to free them, and to change their lives. I was never about personal development. When I started, pursuing my own destiny, it was about rebel songs and freedom fighting and Bob Marley music and, all this kind of freedom ideals that I pursue and I still love. And I honestly realized that if you want to be a freedom fighter, if you want to act to liberate people, it's not just about liberating them from external situations. It's truly the internal liberation that is first and foremost what is needed. That's why what I love about what is labeled coaching, and as I said, it's actually a freedom work for those who want to become free, to be who they choose to be, regardless, in spite of their conditioning, what they've been told to, and their life situations. It's a beautiful work. I recommend it for anyone who is seeking that freedom within and outside of themselves. Hope that land for you guys. Love you all.